Welcome to the CBSE Math Smith. Trigonometry isn't just about angles and ratios in a textbook. It's used all around us, from building construction and navigation to medical imaging and computer graphics. In this chapter, we focus on one key application: finding heights and distances using trigonometric ratios. Take a look at this figure. Here, a boy is standing on the ground and looking at the top of the tower. The line from the boy's eye to the top of the tower, marked as AC, is called the line of sight. The horizontal line from the boy's eye level to the tower is marked as AB. The angle formed between the line of sight and this horizontal line, marked as angle BAC, is called the angle of elevation. In simple terms, the line of sight is the imaginary line from the eye of the observer to the object being viewed. And when the object is above the horizontal level, we tilt our head upward, forming an angle with the horizontal. This angle is called the angle of elevation. So, in this case, the boy is raising his head to view the top of the tower, and the angle formed at point A represents the angle of elevation. Now, let's look at another situation. Here, a girl is sitting on a balcony, looking down at a football. The line from her eyes to the football represents the line of sight. Notice that this line of sight is below the horizontal level drawn from her eye. The angle formed between the horizontal line and the line of sight, in this case, downward, is called the angle of depression. In simple terms, when we look downward at an object that lies below our eye level, we lower our head. The angle formed between the horizontal and the downward line of sight is the angle of depression. So here, as the girl lowers her gaze to see the football, she forms an angle of depression with the horizontal. Let us take another look at the same figure we discussed earlier. Suppose you want to find the height of the tower, that is, the length CD, without actually measuring it. What do you need to know? First, the distance DE, which is how far the boy is standing from the foot of the tower. Second, the angle of elevation, angle BAC, from the boy's eye to the top of the tower. And third, the height of the boy, which is represented by AE. Now, how do we calculate the height of the tower using this information? We observe that CD, the total height of the tower, is made up of two parts, CB and BD. Here, BD is equal to AE, the height of the boy. To find BC, the portion of the tower above the boy's eye level, we can use trigonometry. In triangle ABC, BC is the side opposite to angle A, and AB is the adjacent side. So, which trigonometric ratio involves both the opposite and adjacent sides? That's right, either tan A or cot A. Using the tangent ratio, we get tan A equal to BC by AB. Or, using cotangent, cot A equal to AB by BC. By solving this, we can find the value of BC. Finally, to get the full height of the tower, CD, we simply add the boy's height AE to BC. CD equal to BC plus AE. And that's how we can find the height of a tall object using trigonometry without ever climbing it. Now, let's look at an example. An observer, who is 1.5 meters tall, is standing 28.5 meters away from a chimney. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the chimney is 45 degrees. We are asked to find the total height of the chimney. Let's begin by drawing a simple diagram to represent the situation. In the diagram, AB represents the height of the chimney, CD represents the observer, and angle ADE is the angle of elevation from the observer's eye level. To find the total height of the chimney AB, we break it into two parts, AE and BE. The horizontal distance from the observer to the base of the chimney, DE, is 28.5 meters. Now, to find AE, we use the trigonometric ratio that involves the opposite and adjacent sides, which is the tangent of the angle of elevation. So, we write tan 45 degree equal to AE by DE. Substituting the values, we get AE equal to 28.5 meters. Now, adding the observer's height, AB equal to AE plus BE, that is 28.5 plus 1.5. Therefore, the total height of the chimney is 30 meters. Let's move on to another example. The angles of depression from the top of a multi-storied building to the top and bottom of an 8-meter tall building are given as 30 degrees and 45 degrees respectively. We are asked to find two things: the height of the multi-storied building and the horizontal distance between the two buildings. Let's begin by drawing a simple diagram to represent the situation. PC represents the multi-storied building and AB represents the smaller building, which is 8 meters tall. We need to determine the total height PC and the distance AC between the buildings. Notice that PB acts as a transversal cutting across the parallel lines PQ and BD. This means the angles QPB and PBD are alternate interior angles, so they are equal. Therefore, angle PBD equal to 30 degree and angle PAC equal to 45 degree. Now let's work with the right-angled triangles in the figure. In triangle PAC, tan 45 degree equal to PC by AC. Since tan 45 degree equal to 1, PC equal to AC. In triangle PBD, tan 30 degree equal to PD by BD. Substituting the values, we get BD equal to PD into root 3. We also know that PC equal to PD plus DC. Since DC equals AB, which is 8 meters, we can write PC equal to PD plus 8. But earlier, we also found that AC equal to PC, which is equal to BD, and BD is equal to PD into root 3. Putting this all together, PD plus 8 equal to PD into root 3. Solving this equation, we get the value of PD as 4 into root 3 plus 1 meters. So, the height of the multi-storied building is PC equal to PD plus 8, that is 4 into 3 plus root 3 meters. And the distance between the buildings, AC equal to PC, which is equal to 4 into 3 plus root 3 meters. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. First, the line of sight is the line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object being viewed. Next, the angle of elevation is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when the object is above the horizontal level, that is, when we raise our head to look at it. On the other hand, the angle of depression is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when the object is below the horizontal level, that is, when we lower our head to look at it. And finally, the height or distance between two objects can be determined using trigonometric ratios without needing to measure them directly. This is how trigonometry helps us solve real-world problems with just angles and distances. If you found this video helpful, please like and share. Type your queries in the comments. I reply to every single one. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing content just like this. And if you need online classes, just send me an email. I am here to help you succeed.